Right, now these anti-kinks are a bit different. Now we've got some of these up for sale, $3.50 each. And you go, oh, they won't work, like, won't catch fish. And I'm like, I didn't think they would either. But I was up Arthur's Lake there one day, just having a spin. And this old bloke was standing on the bit of the jetty, and I saw on that damn wall part, and I was watching him. And I'm thinking, it's like he's got a leader on his lure. I think, what that is, looks like a kink. And he got a couple, like he was hooking on them pretty bloody well. I was getting nothing, and I was sort of just, how would you say, inquisitive I was. It's a couple of years ago. I went over to, sort of gradually made my way around to him. So, and then he sort of come around and, how you going, and that sort of thing. We start talking and that, and he goes, you ever tried painting the anti-kink? Excuse me. And I said, you were? And he goes, the anti-kink. And I was like, I don't understand what you mean. And he showed me, he pulled his anti-kink out, and I was like, alright, anti-kink, and I was like, fair enough. And I was thinking, he's got it all painted up, he's got that extra hook on it. And I'm thinking to myself, that's not a bad idea. And I go, why do you have it like that? And he goes, well, you got your lure on the end of it, and if you tie your lure on, or use a quick hitch, or whatever, and he said, you got this in between. So this comes up the line a little bit further. I was like, yeah, I know what they sort of do. And he goes, but if it's got a colour on it, it's got that bit of a colour, so when you're bringing it through, and if they don't sort of want the lure, they might want that. So it's like pretty much having two lures on at once. I thought, well, fair enough, it's obviously working to give me one. And I had a try, and I had a couple of hits, but I couldn't land it. And I was thinking, shit, that's not a bad idea. So I've done some up, had them sitting. It is, so there's heaps of different, so like, check this out. Heaps of different colours. Like a bit of that colour, silver colour, there's that. Just yet, colours you wouldn't think of. There's a bit of gold and white there. And I'm thinking, that's pretty cool. So we've done some up, $3.50 each, because the anti-kinks are pretty expensive to buy in a pack. So, and by the time you paint it up and give it that extra hook. So I was like, actually, when you're spinning, throwing it out, you got the lure on the end of it, you actually got that extra bit up the line. So you can judge what length you want it as well. You don't have to go straight into the lure. You come up a bit further, a foot or something, up a bit further, or 2 feet or 3 feet. And it gives you that extra lure come through the water. And I'm sort of thinking, I'm looking at the old fella. He was fairly old, like he was an old schooler. And he goes, yeah, it's just another option for the fish to grab on. And I said, what do you do if you get 2 fish at once? And he said, hang on to the line, to the rod, and start wheeling. Make sure he tensions off a bit. He said, I've done it once. And he said, yeah. He said, it was a handful. So yeah, that's another option you got. So they're $3.50 each. So we've got some of them up. We'll put them up, and there's the pictures and that, what we got. So a couple sort of colours of each and different things and that. So jump on, check them out.